Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. Subverting American democracy. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. You may remember New Jersey Governor Chris Christie being pounded by the national media for a controversy on the George Washington Bridge. A grand jury is investigating whether members of Mr. Christie's staff sabotaged traffic on the bridge to get revenge on a political opponent. The story is valid, and the network news went wild with it, devoting 112 minutes to the situation in the first week, 112 minutes. But when the VA scandal story broke, there was no coverage on the nightly network news broadcast for almost 2 weeks. No coverage. When the lost IRS email story broke, just 3.5 minutes combined on all the network newscasts. Unbelievable. That is a news blackout. On the newspaper front, the big three liberal papers, the New York Times, LA Times, Washington Post, printed 56 stories and commentaries about Governor Christie in the first week. 56. First week of the VA scandal, 2 stories. First week of the IRS scandal, 3 stories. You want media bias? There it is, beyond a reasonable doubt. So, if James Madison, Thomas Jefferson, Ben Franklin were with us today, they'd be the lead guests on A Factor this evening. Because those men envisioned a fair press in America, a media that would inform the people, giving them honest information so they could make educated votes. But that's not what we have today. And that corruption in the media is greatly harming this nation. Again, there's no question about it. There's no question the major national media in America is trying to protect President Obama and will promote the candidacy of Hillary Clinton. For informed Americans, the blatant partisanship doesn't have much of an effect. But for the 50% of us who do not pay attention, who do not know very much about their country, media bias is devastating. Because once people think that a person is bad or good, that impression usually remains. For example, there are a whole lot of Americans who don't like me. I know it's unbelievable. They don't like me. But when we ask them why, they don't really know. They've heard things. Maybe Whoopi Goldberg said something negative. It's the same thing with politicians. If a person doesn't pay attention, he or she often bases their opinions on rumors, innuendo, idle chatter. The national media knows that. They know if they bury stories like the VA debacle, the IRS, Benghazi, Putin, whatever, that a negative perception about the Obama administration might not be formed. One caveat. Right now, the president is being overwhelmed by bad news. The media cannot suppress it. It's all over the place. Just today, the gross domestic product fell to its lowest level since the recession ended 5 years ago. And take-home pay for American workers continues to stagnate. The partisan media can't influence that. But it is a shame that in a proud republic, in a vibrant democracy, the American press is so corrupt. It is a shame. And that's a memo.